Have you ever been in a meeting, or maybe you've got one coming up, where there's a lot at stake? You're anxious, you're maybe concerned, or even downright afraid of the way that this might go. Well, I'd like to share with you a technique that is all about self-awareness, and I call it the self-awareness check, that's going to focus on three areas: your head, your heart, and your gut, to enable you to have alignment and to be on point when you go into the meeting so that you can lead in that meeting, regardless of your role or your job title, and have impact not only for the project you're working on, but impact for yourself. This is about advancing your career, personal and professional development. Before I get into this, I'd like to welcome you to a new series that we're doing where we're going to be posting videos that deal with issues relating to personal and professional development. If you like what you see, I'd encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Send us information in terms of topics or things that you like, ideas that you have, and they may show up in one of our future videos. So let's get back to the head, heart, and gut. There's an engineer that I've coached for a number of years now, and I'm going to share with you quickly a story where he had a project meeting there was a lot riding on this because there were schedule changes, there were cost overruns, and there was frustration with the team. In other words, they weren't getting along. And because he's the project manager, he has to walk into all this and somehow figure out how to get everybody playing nicely. So what we did to help him prepare for the meeting was we went through and he created a little bit of a framework that he then reviewed and then utilized when he went into the meeting that focused on the head. So did it make sense? Was it logical? Was he going to get buy-in from the team? Emotionally, was there a way that he could make connection and build trust between the two parties, not just his team, but also the client? So bring everybody on the same page. And then intuitively, did it make sense? Right? This is one of those things where you don't necessarily have to write it down, you feel it. So he framed this meeting, he set out an agenda, and when he went into it, he led. And this is really central to this little presentation and for you to think about how you can utilize these 3 points. He went in and he presented something that made sense. He watched, he observed. Was he getting buy-in? Were people accepting it? Were they agreeing in principle? It doesn't mean people are always going to buy in, but at least you're able to advance the conversation. He had that. Then he checked, how were people feeling and how was he feeling? Did he have a sense that people were actually starting to buy in and warm up and to be open to what he was saying and maybe explore options? And then at the end of the day, does it make sense? If we're going to get agreement and if the team's going to buy in, are we all there at a gut level? Does it make sense, and can we move forward in a unified team to the issues, the challenges, things that we have to push through, but with that level of communication and openness, we can get it done. And yes, it worked. So he checked, did it make sense? How do I feel? And fundamentally, am I intuitively on point? Can I live with this? Can this be, if you will, the hill to die on where I have to take my leadership stand? And on that note, let me really point out the key central message to this little video is this is about leadership. If you are a leader, if you're aspiring to move into leadership, this is the stuff that not only will you be facing soon or have already, but more and more, these are the types of issues that you as a leader are going to have to not only confront, but work through, resolve, and address. That's what leadership is all about. Again, if you like what you saw and heard, subscribe, come on back, and send us your feedback. Hope to see you again.